Good morning. We're going to be flowing together for the next 30 minutes. Yoga is probably the best thing to do in the morning. It wakes you up, it kind of connects you with your body, it makes you less stressed, it makes you more conscious for the day. It kind of just makes you feel so good, super energized, super happy, and that's what we want for a full day. So let's start by coming into an all fours position on the mat. So we're just going to kind of warm up our wrists, warm up our body. You might be in your pajamas, you might be waking up. So we're just going to kind of take it easy and slow as it is first thing in the morning. So I want you to just rock backwards and forwards on your wrists, just waking up your wrists, and then rock your hips from side to side. We're going to come into some cat-cows. So your shoulders are over your wrists, your knees are underneath your hips. We're going to inhale, lift the chest towards the front of the mat, tilting the tailbone up. And then exhale, we're going to tilt the tailbone down towards the floor, pushing into our hands, reaching our rib cage all the way up towards the sky. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting the chest up, tilt the tailbone up. And then exhale, tilt the tailbone down. Beautiful, pushing into our hands, really waking up our spine, getting some movement in there. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to reach our right arm all the way up towards the sky, opening up our shoulder, and then we're going to thread it through underneath our left shoulder, reaching towards the left hand side, really opening up into that shoulder, having a little gentle twist to your spine, coming all the way up, and then swap sides, so left arm comes all the way up, and then we're threading through towards the right hand side. Beautiful. You can just drop that left shoulder towards the floor, and if you want to get a deeper stretch, you can just push onto your right fingertips. Breathing in and out through your nose. Beautiful. Coming all the way up. Just bring your hands to the top of your mat, so just a little bit further forward than they were before. Tuck your toes under and push into a bent knee, downward facing dog. So your hips push back. You're really pushing into your hands, and not only into your hands, into your fingertips as well. Start walking out your dog, straightening the right leg, bending the left leg, and then swapping sides, rocking your hips from side to side. Coming into this beautiful pose of downward facing dog. So push into your hands, really active through your arms, strong and straight. And you can have a slight bend to your knees if you have tighter hamstrings, or you can work on straightening out your legs. And then slowly just walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. And we're just going to hang out in ragdoll. So we're just grabbing onto the elbows, let your head go, just rock from side to side. And then we're going to roll all the way up very slowly to the top of the mat. We're going to reach the arms all the way up. And then hands to prayer at heart center. Beautiful. We're going to inhale up, and then we're going to exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and just drop down. This is going to open up into our shoulders, open up into our hips, just sway from side to side, opening up into our hamstrings. We're waking up the body. Just keep moving, keep flowing, keep swaying, and then place your hands towards the floor. Step back into a plank pose, and then we're going to place our knees onto the floor, lowering our chest all the way down towards the floor, coming into cobra. So place your shoulders over your elbows, lift your chest up towards the sky. Just a gentle back bend. We don't want to come into a full upward facing dog quite yet. So just flow with me here, and then push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank, drop your knees, lower yourself all the way to the floor, coming up into cobra, this time lifting your hands off the mat, so you're pushing your hips down, you're lifting your chest off the floor, using that back strength, and then push back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. So you can stay here by keeping your knees to the floor, or you can come into plank and come into full upward facing dog. Lower yourself down, keeping your knees and hips off the floor. Coming into upward facing dog, chest reaches forward, and then push back into downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, lift between your hands, step the left foot in between, coming up into crescent lunge. Reaching the arms up. Bend down deep into that left knee. Drop your shoulders down, reach your fingertips up. Beautiful, holding here. Really push down through that back heel, and then bring your arms into cactus. Inhaling into cactus, and exhale, extend. Inhale into cactus. Exhale, extend. Inhale. And then exhale, windmill back into warrior two. So you want to make sure that you can see your big toe on your left foot. So bring that left knee out towards the left-hand side, pull the belly in, really active through your fingertips. Pull that belly in and sink down a little bit deeper. Really ground down through that back right foot. And then inhale, reverse. So we're reaching that left arm all the way up, lifting the chest up towards the sky. Beautiful work. And then we're windmilling that right hand down towards the floor and reaching up through that left arm. Really active through those left fingertips, coming into this beautiful twist. And then roll onto the right side of your right foot, coming into a side plank on the right hand side of your body. You can drop that right knee down if that feels more comfortable for you, or stack your feet. Reach up through that left hand and just tilt that left hip further forward so your hips are in one line. Beautiful, stacking over the top of each other. And then place that left hand to the floor, dropping down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work. Just breathing here for 3 breaths. So big breath in through your nose, pushing your hips back, and exhale out through your nose. Inhale, and exhale. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, lift between your hands, step that right foot in between your 2 hands, coming up into crescent lunge on the other side. Active through your fingertips. Sink down, bend deep into that right knee, and really push through that left heel. You're going to feel a deep opening down the left-hand side of the body. If you're someone that sits a lot, your hip flexors are often quite tight. I know mine are. So we really want to push through that left heel. Keep breathing here. And on the exhale, bringing the arms to cactus. So your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, cactus. Can you sink down a little bit deeper? Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, coming down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, windmill that left hand back, coming into warrior two on the right hand side. So bend deep into that right knee, bringing that right knee out towards the right hand side, grounding down through that left foot. Really pull the belly in and then sink down a little bit deeper. Create space between your shoulders and your ears. Relax your jaw. And then inhale, reverse that warrior, reaching the right arm all the way up, chest up towards the sky. And then windmill that left hand down towards the floor, reaching up with that right hand, coming into this twist. Pull the belly in and twist a little bit more. Beautiful. Now look down towards that left hand and swing that right foot back, stacking your feet or dropping that left knee down. Don't worry, whichever level you're at, you are doing fantastic. Now reach up with the right hip, reach up with the right fingertips. If you feel stable, look up towards the right fingertips. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And then place that right hand all the way down. Drop your knees or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work. Taking a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Beautiful. Slowly walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Place your fingertips on your shins. Inhale, lift. yourself flat back, and exhale, forward fold, grabbing on the backs of your calves and bringing your chest towards your thighs. Beautiful. Inhale, fingertips to shins, reaching the crown of the head forward, and then exhale, grabbing on the backs of the calves and bringing your chest towards your thighs. Now grab onto your big toes, make sure your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, lift the chest up, and then exhale, bringing the elbows out towards the sides. Really feel like you can grab onto these toes and they pull you a little bit deeper, opening up into your hamstrings a little bit more. And then let go and roll all the way up really slowly. Head comes up last. Beautiful work. So come to the top of your mat and we're going to do a little bit of balancing work. So I find this incredibly energizing, balancing in the morning. So if you come out, if you fall out, don't worry about it. Just come straight back in when you can. Okay, so standing at the top of the mat, I want you to lift up your right knee. And you're going to come into tree pose. So you're going to place the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can place it just below the knee, just not on the knee. So we're going to ground through our standing leg. We're going to bring our hands in prayer at heart center. We're going to lift up through the crown of our head. We're going to push down with that left foot. We're going to pull in with our belly. We're going to keep breathing in and out through our nose. And then we're going to hug that right knee in towards the chest. And we're going to grab it on the inside of the foot, coming into dancer's pose. So kick back through that right leg and then reach forward with that left hand. You want to be pushing through that back leg and you want to be reaching with that left arm, coming into this beautiful dancer's pose. So keep kicking back with that right foot, keep reaching with that left arm. And then slowly coming into half moon. So you place that left hand, falling out. If you're falling out, join me. Place that left hand on the floor, just underneath your left shoulder. And then reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then kick through that back heel and slowly turn your right shoulder towards the right hand side. So you want to kind of be in a straight line. So your right hip is turning out towards the right hand side, your right shoulder is rolling out, your fingertips are reaching up, and the sole of your foot is pushing back towards the back of the mat. Beautiful work. Place the right hand to the floor, the right leg to the floor, and just hang down. Walk your legs out, slowly rolling all the way up to the top of the mat. We'll do it on the other side. So ground down through that right leg, placing the left sole of the foot just above the knee into the thigh, or just below on the calf. Wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. Just keep going. Yoga isn't about doing the poses, it's about breathing, it's about connecting with yourself. So ground down through that standing leg. Reach up with the crown of your head, hands in prayer at heart center, or you can reach up, really active through your fingertips, opening your chest towards the sky. Keep breathing. And then hug that left knee in towards the chest, grabbing onto the ankle on the inside. Kick back through that left knee and reach forward with that right hand. So really active through the fingertips. Keep kicking back. Keep reaching forward. And then, if you can, slowly place that right hand down towards the floor. Your fingertips are in line with your shoulder. And then roll that left hip up. So your left hip is facing towards the ceiling. And then push through that left heel, active, and then reach your fingertips towards the sky. Now you can look down if you're feeling a bit wobbly, or if you're feeling like you've got this, you can look up towards the sky. Awesome work. And then place your hand towards the floor, drop your leg and just walk them out. Beautiful work. Awesome. Now come into a squat pose. Place the hands in prayer at heart center and push the knees out towards the sides. This is also a fantastic pose if you sit a lot. It's really good for opening up the hips. And if you're not feeling very comfortable and your heels are lifted, don't worry, these things take time. So keep just rocking from side to side here. Beautiful. And then place your bum to the floor. I'm going to straighten out our left leg, place the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. We're going to make sure that our chest is directly over our left thigh. We're going to inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, forward fold, grabbing onto the knee, the shin, the foot, wherever feels comfortable. Inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, we forward fold. We're going to feel it opening down the right hand side of our body into our hamstrings. And just breathe here. Can you have a little bit of kindness and softness now? Every time you breathe in, feel like you're lengthening your spine, and every time you exhale, just melt down a little bit more. Slowly coming all the way up. Place the right hand down behind you, reach the left arm up towards the sky, pushing the hips up, coming into a beautiful back bend, and then come all the way down. Hug that right knee in towards the chest, place that right ankle over the left. Inhale, lengthen the left arm up towards the sky, and hook that left elbow over the right knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist more towards the right hand side, and then come back and de-rotate the other side. Beautiful work. Let's swap sides, so straighten out that right leg. The left sole of the foot comes into the right thigh. The chest comes over the right leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, melt down. Whatever is good for you, come to. Remember, this is your body, your practice. Every time you inhale, say to yourself, let. And every time you exhale, go. Inhale, let. And exhale, go. Beautiful. Coming all the way up. Place that left hand just behind you. Reach the right arm all the way up towards the sky. Push the hips up. And then come into a back bend, reaching your right arm all the way back. Opening up into the shoulder, the hips. And then coming all the way down, hug that left knee in towards your chest. And then just place that left foot over the right knee. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up. And then hook that right elbow over the left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist towards the left hand side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Coming all the way back, de-rotate the other side. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. We're going to place our hands directly behind our beautiful bums. We're going to plant our feet into the ground. We're going to push our hips up, coming into a reverse plank. So really feel this opening in your shoulders. Push your hips up as high as feels comfortable for you. Let your head drop back. And sit all the way down. Place the soles of the feet together and then wiggle them as close to you as is comfortable. Place your thumbs onto the soles of your foot, your fingertips on the outsides of your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, melt forward. And use your elbows to push into your knees to allow your hips to open a little bit more. So every time you inhale, you lengthen, and every time you exhale, you push your elbows into your legs, which will just allow a deeper opening in your thighs. Close your eyes. Start to feel into your body more. Start to feel the stretch. Feel like every time you exhale, you can just go a little bit deeper. Slowly coming all the way up. Cross your ankles, place your hands to the floor and push back into a downward facing dog. Rock your hips from side to side. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up towards the sky, and exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. Wiggle that left leg all the way back, coming up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, melt forward, coming into your pigeon pose. So just melt down, feel that stretch down your right hip. You can place your hands on your wrists, make a fist, or you can place your forehead all the way down to the floor. And just breathing here into your right hip, to your right glutes. This might feel really tight. This is often from a lot of sitting. But can you just stay with it? Can you just breathe through it? Slowly coming all the way up, push back into your downward facing dog. Swap sides to lift the left leg all the way up, and then bring the left knee to left wrist. Wiggle that right leg back, coming up onto your fingertips. Lift the chest up, and then melt down. Coming as far as feels comfortable for you. Relaxing the head to the floor. Slowly coming all the way up. Push back into your downward facing dog. Just walk out your dog, rocking from side to side. And then slowly walk your toes all the way up to your hands and roll all the way up to the top of the mat. Grabbing onto the left wrist, reaching up through the left arm, and then coming into a side stretch to the right hand side. Breathing in and out. And then swap sides, grabbing onto the right wrist, reaching up through the right fingertips, and just coming into a nice side stretch. Now I'm going to lead you through a little seated meditation. You can lie down for this. I would recommend that you stay seated. I think it's going to energize you more. You can sit on a block or a cushion. I like to have my back supported, so I'm just going to sit up against this cupboard. But you can sit on a seat. Of course you can lie down if that's more comfortable for you. And we're just going to do a few minutes of meditation here together, which is going to connect us with ourselves and get us ready for the day. So first of all, I want you to place your fingertips on your knees. I want you to bring your shoulders up, back and down. I want you to have a really nice long spine, so feel like there's length coming through your head. I want you to close your eyes and start taking some really lovely deep breaths in through your nose and long deep breaths out through your nose. Focusing on the top of your head, the very top of your head. Just allow it to relax. Allow that relaxing sensation to melt down to your forehead, softening your eyebrows, your eye sockets, your cheeks. Relax your jaw, let your lips relax. Jaw drops open slightly, softening down to your neck, your shoulders melting down, your chest, your tummy, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your ankles and your toes, all relax and sinking down towards the floor. And as your whole body feels relaxed, centered and grounded, bring your attention to your heart space. Breathe deeply into your heart, feeling like every time you inhale it expands, and every time you exhale it relaxes and softens. I want you to say to yourself the mantra, let go. So every time you inhale, say to yourself, let. And every time you exhale, go. Anytime you have a thought, just come back to the mantra, let go. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Start rubbing your hands together. Really rub them. Start making some heat between your hands and place them over your eyes. Feeling that heat onto your eyes. Slowly peel your hands off your eyes, place them on your knees. Blink your eyes open. And we're going to do 3 lion's breaths together. So don't feel silly doing these, no one's watching you. I can't see you, I promise. What we're going to do is take a big breath in. I'll do it first and then you follow me. And then as you exhale, stick out your tongue, go. So big breath in. Exhale, stick out your tongue. Beautiful. Another one, inhale. And then last one. Wicked. Just kind of wiggle out your wrist, shake everything out, shake out your shoulders, your wrists, your head. You can even stand up and do it. I hope you're feeling super energized for the day and you enjoyed this yoga class. Give it a big thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.